Vlog number 3, December 12th, 2013. This is going to be a very simple and short vlog, but I think I have a few things to say and talk about, and that is about work, money, and survival. I seem to have a lot of problems with this issue because when it comes to surviving, I seem to really be very unhappy with it. To the point that I feel like it causes so much anxiety that my head just wants to literally explode upon itself or implode or whatever you want to call it. I don't even think I could live the basics of learning how to survive because obviously I've applied to 5 different jobs full time and I haven't worked for 4 or 5 years, and it's kind of making me a little anxious. But at the same time, the anxiety is at home because you ain't feeding yourself. You're not. Dad's providing. But he's at 64 years old. I seem to be really threatened by it, and it kind of disrupts me. Not only that, but you have a girlfriend that you'd like to include in the mix, but it seems to be diluting your relationship with your brother. Um, so yeah, I feel like I'm back to the gloomy clown for a while because I'm a little bit torn about taking a job because obviously if I was satisfied with the job, with what I've taken, I wouldn't be up and awake. I wouldn't be wasting my time like jerking the work and you know what I mean? I just I find that time like great and all and like at the moment shit, but like when it comes to hard-headed issues about trying to take care of yourself, no, I feel really threatened by it. I've been trying to do internet marketing online. Problem is Minnesota has a tax law that disallows affiliate marketing or disallows affiliate marketers to make a living, selling products online. So that got canned, and I tried another internet marketing thing, and I just felt like, this ain't gonna work either. So not only did you apply to some brick and mortar positions, you applied to like internet jobs that you could, make a potential income off of. Now there wasn't a time in the past that I was considered myself a musician, but every time that someone walks in, I feel very threatened or jealous because I felt like, why am I concentrating on trying to make music when I should be concentrating on making a living? There's this huge separation in the past between my brother and me versus the rest of the people in the household. But like at the same time, I felt like I had to be taken care of in order to feel good about myself. So, you know, I got sensory issues like no tomorrow, and my mood disorder can make things very hectic. So I can get really mutable. It's been a while since I've actually worked out or anything, but like the thing that actually irritates me the most, honestly, is my mutabilityness and my lack of ability to focus and concentrate on trying to survive in a normal, realistic setting other than underneath the head hold of where my dad has taken care of me. I've actually had never worked out for a while because I thought it was going to increase my sensory issues, but it seems to be okay. But my biggest threat is my inability to take care of myself the way I really want to because I'm pretty uncomfortable around people and that can really drive a lot of anxiety, but at the same time, that's what's needed if you want to make it out there. My girlfriend Katie has a job to volunteering and work now, but God, I don't even feel comfortable with that stuff. So I guess the question is consistent. What the hell do I am supposed to do? Am I just supposed to keep myself busy, as my brother said? Or am I just supposed to fight the system and see if I can manage a position? I don't know. Or else just keep doing this and a few shoulder presses. You know, most of the time when I'm talking to my girlfriend, I just lay around anyway. There's not a lot of things I accomplish. Or I try to study saying that I'm actually doing something with my life. But it seems to be really challenging. So, yeah, I seem to have a lot of problems with my life. Working out could be good one day, but the next, sensory issues can get really, really bad. And then you don't focus on anything. So hammer curls are where it's at right now. But, yeah. I used to work out a lot. I used to take care of my health a lot, but lately I've honestly been pigging out on pizza, a lot of fat stuff, trying to make this team thing work with Kyle, but it really stresses me out. It's almost like I'd like to make a living while equating my ability to stay being creative. Because I've always been very creative, it's just I could never feel comfortable. I released a CD, The Rule the Tool, but I had two people buy it, my mom and an old friend, so it's just like, why am I still unhappy? I sent this out, I got the ISCR codes out, I got the UBC code on it, whatever the heck you want to call it, for an album, and I got that released on duotracks.bandcamp.com and like 7 other sites, Reverb Nation, SoundClick, SoundCloud, and a whole bunch of other ones that I can't even list, to be honest. The frustration is, I think that's the frustration though, because like, a lot of the times when I'm awake by myself, I feel really irritated, so I feel like I'm here by myself, Kyle's sleeping, Dad's sleeping. Kyle's not sleeping now, but my brother and I usually are really close, but like, I'm tired of him sleeping on me, and I'm just sitting there, watching him sleep. It's annoying. Yeah, so I should probably do something with my life. I did apply to 5 jobs recently, but obviously I'm feeling really uncomfortable with it because I wouldn't be switching my mind back and forth, Katie's into drawing and sometimes music, but she does work, not a lot of money. She's autistic, and I have a strong feeling I have a very close idea that I might have Asperger's as well, just because the way I react, the way I have meltdowns, the way I interact with the world, which is really, I would consider quite hermit. I would live a very hermit lifestyle. I don't really even talk. The only person I talk to is Katie, that's it. Katie, Dad, Kyle, that's it. And that's the world that I've been living under, Compared to my exes, I feel fairly stable with that situation because she does live with her parents at 26. Has never worked more than 4 or 7 hours in her entire life. So there is some consistent reason why I stay with it, because it's something that I feel I'm comfortable with. I used to work 40, but I never, ever in my entire life had this much anxiety. So, yeah, that's a problem. I think that's where the issue starts, Let's take these 60s. I actually never done 120s for a while, but let's see if I can hammer these up. Wow, they're pretty heavy. I don't know if I could do it, but anyway. Yeah, sometimes that physical exertion helps. I was guilty about doing anything creative. Guilty about doing any hobbies because I can never consistently think I can make money doing it, so I just went straight to money with internet marketing on the lazyassstoner.com. That would have been a great ploy for me because I could keep busy building really simple websites with WordPress, but I spent quite a bit of money on that, and now it's not that great. So now I'm back here discussing my problems and stuff. So it irritates me as a gloomy clown. I don't like it at all. I think my life really is stuck being on disability and accepting it and knowing that I'm taken care of versus fighting it, because when I fight it, I honestly feel much more anxious. Going out can make me feel a lot more anxious, to be honest with you. I honestly don't like it. I've honestly, since 2010, I gained 25 pounds. It doesn't look like it. It don't look like it, but I did. I gained 12 pounds since this last month or two because I've been feeling really stressed out, because even though I may want to work out, I know I'm going to be blunt fucking poor. I know don't want to be on the streets, which I'll never be if I choose to stay here, but at the same time, this is how I had to roll with my life. So I'm going to discuss it out, get my thoughts out, because lately I'm having a lot of issues with how I live my life. And I think that's the challenge right now, is that I'm never consistently happy with it. So cross body blows right now. But I don't know. Can I focus on this stuff, or is it a waste of time? Oh, I was guilty before not having food on the table. I mean, not paying for food, not even getting the government, not even accepting the government's, pay for the food. Either that, I got to accept working at like UPS or FedEx, which I did before. I also wasn't on Lithium at the time, but yep, being bipolar, I've had these manic highs, and a lot of that I think is related to anxiety more than anything. That's the thing. Anxiety is what gets me all freaky and stuff. But yeah, I'm irritated. You would like to have a way out, you're studying for a Class B. I've literally get myself to focus on this Class B, even though my sleep is all fucked. I literally spent this much time doing art on this stupid cardboard just because I thought it would help buy time. No, it's not bad. Katie's into art. Thought I could do it, but it's just really simple work. It's nothing spectacular. And all this fucking Class B knowledge stuff, I don't even know if I will retain it all due to my disability. But at the same time, I don't know. Art doesn't pay, so why am I doing it? Because I'm bored. Because I need stimulation, It's very hard to even feel like it can work a normal job because you're not even willing to get up early and do things. You got your own schedule. If you know your dad's here, I don't know. You just don't feel motivated and stuff. So that's the reality of my life. I don't know what else to talk about, but I can tell you for sure that I don't know. Even though I was more like, manic high, manic low, depressive low with my ex, it was too much and I had no regularity. But my regularity's out of whack because of anxiety of taking a job. And maybe I made the bad mistake because maybe I was never meant to work, It's very possible I was never meant to work. So I thought I could somehow bridge my reality with the fantasy way I live my life. Instead of, I consider myself being a child. I consider myself reckless, irresponsible. But at the same time, when I try to reverse that, I honestly feel not that happy, honestly. But, I don't know if there's anything else I could do about it. Besides, just focusing on a task that keeps you busy. So that's what I end up doing anyway. Just focusing on a task that keeps me busy. That's it. And it's worth mentioning whether not only am I considered worrying about that, well, my ex had HPV and I consider myself having it. I have a whole bunch of acne on my face that got developed, and it's probably because of my lack of self-care. But since I moved in this basement, literally I've now got like acne scars on my face. So it just makes me feel like, well, now you're taking baths and stuff, but I don't know if it'll repair itself. Obviously, back then, maybe that nature was supposed to be in me, honestly. Because reality just makes me feel like, wow, I have no confidence at all, literally. Acne here, scars, trying to work at it. Acne below here, scars that just keep showing up. I actually thought it was HPV acne. Or who knows, it could also be this lithium acne, I don't know. But too conscious to go to the doctor because I'm not taking care of myself. My mom is providing me the insurance, but I don't go and do things. I was reluctant to get my shots. I was reluctant to get my teeth cleaned, and I'm reluctant to get checked for, HPV. But it's just a virus. Heck, I read online. I read on a YouTube video that over half of American men have HPV and they have contracted it. So it's not something like